Hello students, today we will discuss about the synthesis of one more drug called penicillin. So as we know that penicillin is an antibiotic. This is an antibiotic and it is used to treat the infections caused by bacteria. For example, ear infections, then pneumonia, and even some respiratory tract infections. First I will write the basic structure of penicillin. So our penicillin contains two rings. First I will write CH, CH, S, CH3, CH3, C, COOH, and in this side nitrogen, this is carbonyl, and this side this is NH. So it mainly contains two rings called ring 1 and this is ring 2, and as well as it contains side chain. So first ring is called thiazolidine ring. So it contains as nitrogen and sulfur in the same ring, so it is called thiazolidine ring. And the second one is called beta-lactam ring. So lactam means it is a 4-membered cyclic amide. And third one is that is side chain. So different kinds of penicillinamines are available. So depending upon the side chain attached to this amino group, they are classified. If phenoxy group is attached, that is PHO, CH2CO, this group is attached to this basic structure, then it is called penicillin V. If phenyl estyl group is attached to this one, PH, CH2CO, then it is called penicillin G. Like that, if some other phenyl amino estyl groups are attached to this one, that is PH, CH2, NH2, CO. These kind of groups are attached to this basic structure, then it is called ampicillin. That means these all penicillin are classified on the basis of the side chains which are attached to this amino group. Okay, now we will move towards the synthesis of penicillin. Penicillin is synthesized from penicillamine and tertiary butyl phthalimide. This is synthesized from penicillamine, that is CH, CH, COOH, here NH2, and SH, this is CH3, CH3. So this is penicillamine, and it is reacted with tertiary butyl phthalimide malonaldehyde. That is tertiary butyl CON CHCHO CO BU means tertiary butyl. This whole compound is called tertiary butyl phthalimide malonaldehyde. So these combine and they will lead to the formation of penicillin. Okay. But for the preparation of penicillin, first of all we have to prepare these two materials. The first one is penicillamine as well as tertiary butyl phthalimide malonaldehyde. So first we will see the synthesis of penicillamine. Penicillamine can be synthesized from valine, that is CH, CH, COOH. As we know that valine is an amino acid. So this is also called alpha amino beta methyl butanoic acid. So to get the penicillamine, our only work is to replace this hydrogen by thiol group. But the introducing thiol group is not that much of possible. So first we need to protect this amino group. So it is very active and it may interfere with the reactions. So to protect this amino group, here we are using chloroacetyl chloride, that is Cl, CH2, CO, Cl. Now our amino group will attack this carbonyl carbon. As a result, this chlorine will release from the chloroacetyl chloride. So the reaction takes place in presence of sodium hydroxide, and during the reaction hydrochloric acid is eliminated, and further we get the intermediate product, that is CH3, that is geminal. Methyl groups are there, CH, CH, COOH, and this side we get NH, the remaining CO, CH2, Cl. So this is the keto form. Just we will convert into a enol form by tautomerization. So now we can write this one as CH, CH3, this is CH3, and this side CH, COOH, and here NH can be written as N. So now we are doing the tautomerization. This ketone will convert it into a alcoholic group. So the formation of double bond will take place between nitrogen and carbon, and here we will get the OH group, and this is CH2Cl, or else we can write this one as OH CH2Cl. Now the cyclization of this compound will take place. Cyclization of this compound at high temperature, the cyclization will take place between these molecules. So OH from here and H from here. So the removal of water molecule will take place, that leads to the formation of 5-membered ring, that is CH, CH, here the CO group will get, and here one oxygen is there, and this is binds with carbon CH2Cl, and this side with nitrogen which is bind with this carbon, the remaining structure CH3, and this is CH3. So this is the 5-membered ring, which is known as oxazolone derivative. As the nitrogen and oxygens are in the same ring, so these are called oxazolone derivatives. Now the simple rearrangement reaction is there. So that is the hydrogen which is present in this carbon, it will donates its electron. So simply I will write this is H, and this hydrogen will donate its electron towards this ring. As a result, this pi bond will break and it will move towards here, and the bond between the carbon and chlorine will get break here. So the next compound that we got here, that is here the removal of hydrochloric acid will takes place, and the remaining structure, this is CH, carbon, and it is here forming the double bond, and in this side carbon to carbon, that is methyl group, CH double bond, the remaining C2O and O2 C, and here we have CH3 and CH3. This is once again intermediate product which is an unstable, and once again it will also undergo the rearrangement reaction. In this position we have one more hydrogen, and this is also undergo the rearrangement reaction, and it will donate its electron towards this cycle. As a result, this bond will shift here, and this pi bond breaks and the electrons will shift here. Here the removal of one hydrogen will take place, and here the addition of one hydrogen will take place. So remaining structure that we get here, this is CH3, there is no change, and here carbon to carbon double bond will form. So in this side no change. So here carbon to nitrogen single bond, and here we will get the carbon to nitrogen to carbon double bond, and here we will get methyl group, similarly same. Now we will introduce a sulfur in this compound. First we need to react this intermediate with hydrogen sulfide at high pressure. So what happens here, see, this hydrogen sulfur is break as SH and H, and this SH and H are going to bind across this CO bond. Obviously this SH will bind the carbon, whereas the hydrogen will bind the oxygen. Now we will get the one more intermediate, that is, this is CH3, and here carbon to carbon double bond, this is N, and this side no changes. So here we will get double bond CH3, and here we have introduced SH, the thiol group, and this becomes OH. So or else we can also write it as carboxylic group directly. So we can write it as COOH, as the hydrogen attacks this oxygen. So this is one more intermediate. So it can be written as CH3, and this is double bond COOH, and this can be written as this is carbon to nitrogen, and this side this is carbon and SH and CH3. So now our sulfur has lone pair of electrons, and this sulfur now it will bind this carbon, and here the removal of or breaking of this pi bond will takes place. So here the elimination of one hydrogen will take place, in the same time the addition of one hydrogen will take place in this position. So it leads to the formation of intermediate compound once again, that is, this is CH3, and this side here now we have S, and this side CH, COOH, and here N double bond, C2 sulfur single bond, and this is CH3. So this is one more intermediate compound that we have now. Now we just want the thiol group in this position. For that we need to break the bond between carbon and sulfur. That can be possible by the process hydrolysis. So the hydrolysis is done here in presence of water molecule. So what happens here, see, the bond between carbon and sulfur will break, and that leads to the formation of intermediate compound, that is, this is CH3. So breaking of that bond between carbon and sulfur, that leads to the formation of thiol group here, and in this position we have CH, COOH, the remaining nitrogen, and then we have CH3, and this is OH. Now this compound is in the form of enol. Once again by tautomerization we will convert it into keto form. So simply these hydrogens are giving its electron towards the carbon and oxygen bond, and it will form the double bond, and this pi bond will break and the electrons are moved towards the nitrogen. That means the removal of one hydrogen will take place from here, and the addition of that hydrogen will take place at the nitrogen, and we will get one more content, that is this is CH3, CH3, CSH, and here CH, COOH, and here we get NH, CO, CH3. See, now we have to deprotect this amino group such that to get the intermediate or our compound which is required for the synthesis of penicillin, that is penicillamine. So for that we have to undergo the hydrolysis once again, and the hydrolysis takes place in presence of water and dry HCl and filled in media, that is basic media. So what happens here? The bond between NH and CO or nitrogen and carbon will takes place, the breaking of this bond, that leads to the elimination of compound, that is acetic acid, CH3, COOH. And later we will get the final product, that is phthalimine. It can be written as CH, COOH, and this side we get NH2, and here SH is there. Finally we have CH3, CH. So this compound is called penicillamine. Penicillamine. So this is the synthesis of penicillamine. Now we will move towards the synthesis of tetrabutyl phthalimide malonaldehyde. Tertiary butyl phthalimide malonaldehyde is synthesized from phthalimide, that is benzene ring, CO, this is NH, that is phthalimide, and this phthalimide is now made to react with chlorobutyl acetate, that is Cl, CH2, COO, and here we have the tertiary butyl group. So I will write this as CCH3, CH3, CH3, or else we can also write Cl, CH2, COO, here C butyl, that is this is butyl group. So like this also we can write. Now the reaction is going to take place in presence of potassium hydroxide. In this reaction, this nitrogen will bind this carbon in carbon. So here our nitrogen is going to bind with this carbon. As a result, the removal of this chlorine will take place. So it is eliminated as HCl. So remaining structure that we have CO, and here also CO, that leads this formation of the bond between nitrogen and carbon, CH2, and this is COO butyl group. But in tertiary butyl phthalimide malonaldehyde, in this position one aldehyde group we require. For that we will undergo the formylation reaction, and the formylation reaction is done by using ethyl formaldehyde, that is HCOET, and the reaction takes place in presence of sodium amide NaNH2, and here the removal of alcohol will takes place, C2H5OH. So here I will write the compound. So there is no changes in this part. This is nitrogen is here, and the carbon part here we have attached, that is COO butyl group here, and now our one of the hydrogen is get replaced and the aldehyde is get attached to this position. So this is our tertiary butyl phthalimide malonaldehyde. See, now we will move towards the synthesis of penicillin. Now we have both the compounds which are required for the preparation of penicillin. Now we will do simply the condensation of the first compound and the second one. First we will write the compounds. So first, tertiary butyl phthalimide malonaldehyde. So this is nothing but the N-protected compound which is required for our further reaction. So here the nitrogen is get protected by this compound. So remaining NCH, CHO, and here tertiary butyl COOBu. So now this is going to react with penicillamine. So that is vertically I am writing here SH, CH3, and here also CH3, and in this position we have CH, COOH, and here we have NH. Now the one hydrogen from this sulfur and one from this nitrogen are going to bind with this oxygen, and they will get eliminated as water molecule here during condensation. So condensation means heating reaction. Here further what we get here, so the bond will now form between this carbon and sulfur and this nitrogen. So that is so this is here no change, CO, this is now nitrogen to carbon, and here we have tertiary butyl group in this side, and now we have the carbon which has formed the new bonds with nitrogen and this sulfur. So here the sulfur to carbon bond is there which is having geminal methyl groups, and here we have CH, COOH, and this side one bond. So now we have the 5-membered ring, that is thioazolidine group. Now we have to deprotect this nitrogen, and that can be done by introducing the hydrogen or protonation, and that can be done in presence of hydrazine, that is NH2 this hydrogen. So here the deprotonation, deprotection of this nitrogen will takes place. So that is the removal of the compound will takes place. That is this is oxygen, CO, and here we have NH, that is imine group is eliminated, and the remaining structure now we have, that is here NH2 deprotected now. So this is CH, this side tertiary butyl group is there, and here CH, S, C, CH3, and here we have CH, NH, and this position COOH. Now we have to introduce one more ring here, that is beta-lactam ring, that can be possible only by removing this butyl group, that is tertiary butyl. So for that we have to do the hydrolysis. Before that, once again we have to protect this amino group as it is active and it will interference with the further reaction. So first we will protect this group by using the triphenyl methyl chloride group. So that reaction leads to the intermediate product, that is, so first this is NH that will binds with PH3C. So the remaining compound that we have, that is CH, S, C, CH3, this is CH, which is attached to carboxylic group. So here N, this is COOH. So now we will remove this tertiary butyl group by simple hydrolysis. So and the hydrolysis takes place in presence of hydrochloric acid and pyridine as a base. So HCl that leaves in presence of pyridine. Here this tertiary butyl group is eliminated as butyl alcohol, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. So remaining compound that we have PH3C here, NH, CH, COOBU, this is H now, later CH, S, C, CH3, this is CH, COOH, and here nitrogen, this is NH. Now the cyclization will take place to form the lactam ring, and the cyclization will done in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, that is concentrated H2SO4. So during this reaction the water molecule will get eliminated, that is this hydrogen and this OH group will bind. So remaining structure, that is PH3, C, NH, CH, this is S, CH3, and here CH, COOH. So now nitrogen, which has formed the bond with carbonyl carbon now here. So it leads to the formation of second ring also, which is called lactam ring or beta lactam ring. Now we will move towards the deprotection of this amino group. So deprotection is done by protonation in presence of water. So in this process, this triphenyl methyl group is eliminated as triphenyl methane. So remaining structure This is NH2, CH, CH, S, C, CH3, CH3. So there is no changes in the structure. So only this PH3C group has eliminated here. So this is our remaining structure. So now we have the basic compound which is from which we can prepare the desired penicillin. So if you want to prepare the penicillin G, we can use phenyl acetyl group, that is PHCH2CO. Or if you want to synthesize penicillin B, we can use phenoxy acetyl chloride, that is PHOCH2CO. So here we are going to prepare the penicillin B. So we are going to use phenoxy acetyl chloride here, CH2COCl. So now our this nitrogen will binds this carbonyl carbon and it will leads to the elimination of hydrochloric acid. So final product that we have now, that is PHO CH2CO, and that is binds with NH. So remaining CH, CH, S, C, CH3. This is also CH3, CH, COOH. This is N, and it is binds with carbonyl group. So this is our final penicillin B. So if you are going to use phenyl acetyl chloride, then we will get the penicillin G. So up to this, that is formation of base for the penicillin is same for all kind of penicillin. The only difference in the final step, which kind of penicillin you want to synthesize, you just according to that add the final reagent.